We just got the stream up in time. But welcome. If you are joining, I'm just finishing up the setup. I'm going to share a link now on Twitter. If you're joining, this is a bit of a one-off stream. I was going to be watching the New Zealand Costa Rica game already, so I figured why not do it as a stream. The stream is available, or the game I should say is available on iPlayer, so if you're a UK resident, you've got a few minutes to get the stream going. If not, maybe you're somewhere else. Hopefully you can find a stream elsewhere. But yeah, as I say, I'm just sharing literally on Twitter as we speak. It's a big game. Australia qualified yesterday, of course. And we've got a big game now for both Costa Rica and New Zealand. It's going to be tough for New Zealand, but I am, of course, representing New Zealand. I'm half Kiwi. I've got my shirt on from what's this, 2018. Yeah, it's going to be a big game. Let me just finish this tweet, guys. Cool. We're live. Elijah, hello, welcome, Elijah. Are you watching the game, mate? If not, you can still enjoy my my commentary nonetheless. I just realised I've done that tweet wrong. Gonna have to go again. As I say, apologies. I'm rushing to get this to get this ready. I think we should be okay. The anthems are happening. I believe, and if anyone knows, actually, I believe I shouldn't get any audio coming out, otherwise I may be getting a copyright infringement. So I'm going to avoid playing any audio, unless I don't know if muffled background audio is okay, but we'll see. I'm sure it'll be okay. I can give you guys my latest thoughts. Going live for Watchalong. I spelled Costa Rica. It's Costa Rica. There we go. We're back. Right. So, yeah, guys, as I say, obviously we would usually be trawling through eBay, but I was pretty keen to watch this game. And I did consider maybe either streaming after the game or before the game. But I figured, no, we'll do a watch along. Something a bit fun for anyone who is about. Yeah. See the New Zealand home shirt. The home shirt is white, although most of the teams, of course, play in black. New Zealand teams, that is. So this is actually the away shirt that I'm wearing from a few years ago. But this is the home shirt, the all whites that the team are known as. It's very nice. It's a very nice understated design with a bespoke detail on the side. Yeah, it's going to be a tough game though. Costa Rica are ranked, I think they're somewhere in the 30s in the world, and we're a lot further down the rankings. But anything can happen. It's a playoff, and yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see. Obviously, Australia's heroics yesterday should have provided some inspiration for the neighbours across the water. So let's have a look who we know of each team. Obviously, Keylor Navas in goal is going to be very tough to beat. Joel Campbell, a very familiar name. I couldn't tell you many other players. Brian Oviedo is a name I recognise. I'm certainly not an expert on either team, to be honest, even though I do follow New Zealand fairly loosely. Yeah, I couldn't really highlight. I'm certainly not a standing commentator in this situation. I will say I don't love the New Balance shirt here for Costa Rica. It was a bit dated with the flag detail there. It's not one of my favourites. I do much prefer New Zealand's. I am biased, of course. Even though you can see the training bib underneath there showing through the white shirt. But yeah, going to be a tough game. Winston Reid there. New Zealand captain exchanges the pennant with Keylor Navas. Yeah, I do like that New Zealand shirt. That detail on the side, running through to the shorts, it's pretty smart. Ballum says hello, and is this the first match or second? I believe this is just a one-off game. It's the first. As in the first or second watch-along, is that? Ballum. If so, I think this is the first. Yeah, we've done a few where I've kind of had the BT goals show on one screen and tried to browse eBay or talk about stuff. This is the first time I'm having a kind of watch along. So quite a new thing for me. As I say, it was a game I really wanted to watch anyway, so I figured, why not have a bit of a watch along. I wouldn't know that isn't through 2 matches. Yes, so it's just a one-off match in is it Doha? Haunted Voyager. Guys, thanks for dropping in. This is, as I say, it's a bit of something different. I'm expecting it to be a bit quieter maybe than the usual streams, but thank you already to those who are tuning in. I can see there's a few of us here. And it's always good to have your company. Haunted Voyager saying it would be amazing to have both New Zealand and the Socceroos in the same World Cup. It would be. As we were in, was it 2010? When New Zealand were unbeaten, 3 draws in their group. Which I always like telling people. Including Italy were in the same group. I believe, was it Slovenia or Slovakia? There was one of the European nations. But anyway, here we go, guys. Costa Rica, New Zealand. Costa Rica very much the favourites on paper, but neutral venue, and obviously New Zealand. I mean, they've got quality. Chris Wood can certainly do the business. So here we go. As I say, no audio, which is a bit disorientating actually, listening to a game silently. There's Joel Campbell, formerly of Arsenal, wasn't he? Yeah, Italy missing out is very odd, Haunted Voyager. I mean, it is kind of mad when, no disrespect to Australia. But obviously, if Australia were going to be in and Italy weren't, that's quite unusual. But I mean, that's just the way it goes, isn't it, with the qualifying format? Nice throw in there. A bit of an early feeder there for Chris Wood. That is funny, guys. Don't forget, if you are based in the UK, you can watch the game on iPlayer for free. If you just search iPlayer Costa Rica, New Zealand, or something to that effect, the full game it is available, as I say. And I think I would assume other countries have similar arrangements, but I mean, I don't know. It's always tricky, isn't it? Some good footwork there on the left, but a heavy touch. That's a real shame because that was a potential there. So obviously, if you're listening in anyway, stick it on. Crucial game. Get excited. I mean, the World Cup. Had it been a normal World Cup, of course we would have been in the World Cup at this point. So get a bit of international football to kind of whet the appetite for the winter. Oh, there's potential there, and he's some good early pressure here. I wonder if it's only in Spanish for me in the States. You'll have to do like me and watch it on silent, unless you can speak Spanish, of course. Yeah, I was surprised that the BBC got the rights to me, so I was quite happy to see that. I was prepared to get a stream going otherwise, but danger on the left. And tell you what, oh my goodness, that is the softest goal I've seen in a long time. Disaster for New Zealand. To be honest, terrible defending. We've got an early goal, but it's for Costa Rica. Literally 2.5 minutes in. Oh my days, guys! The cross. I mean, again, obviously, for those that are watching, you would have seen this. You can see here, defender shrugged off far too easily, but the ball in on the side. Look at that. There's about at least a couple of chances to clear it really there. Where's the slide from, who's that? Was it Bell? Deary me. Oh, well, it was already going to be an uphill battle. There's Joel Campbell. That is shocking. I mean, for the neutral, an early goal. Oh dear, but an early goal can be a good thing, but for any supporters of New Zealand, that is a painful start. But hey, That sport. Let's go. Thanks, Buck, saying that it's on the channel in the US in English. Good stuff. Yeah, too much ball watching. That was pretty embarrassing. I mean, it doesn't get much worse than that. I can't think of a much worse start. Just a terrible goal to concede. As soon as the guy crossed it in, it seemed to take an age to reach the player, to reach Joel Campbell in the middle. But hey, here we go. Comeback is on. There's only one way to go from here. For New Zealand, they need to attack. They need to be positive. They've got 90 minutes to do so. Looking a little bit sloppy in the final third. It is obviously very early days. Looking a bit, yeah. So obviously, it's a funny situation, isn't it, really, in Doha? The stadium doesn't look particularly full. There's, smatterings of fans across the stadium. But it must be an odd situation being in Doha. And for a game like this, that's well won on the left here. That's good. That is good. Tell you what, I might do actually whilst we're here, guys. If I get a little, I'm just going to sort my screen out, and then I can actually get the line up on the left. But anyway, let's get that going there. There we go. Nice. So, in fact, let me close Photoshop as well. So we're looking a bit better there. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, so Buddy Towers, for instance, says, do you consider Wood your best player? I mean, certainly he's the most high profile. Winston Reid, of course, has been around quite a bit. And he was, I think, when I think back to 2010, he was probably our stand-up player of that World Cup. Yeah, but certainly Wood is I mean, again, I don't watch New Zealand kind of regularly, even though I do follow them at every tournament they're in. But yeah, so I couldn't give you a rundown of the other players, but yeah, Wood's certainly the focal point. Yeah, and just looking at the team, it was number 19 Garber. He started well for New Zealand. He's won a couple of good balls on the left hand side. So he's one that stood out to me early on, but of course, the goal has the main thing to highlight is the fact we are 1-0 down. Tough game though. Costa Rica are a very good team. Of course, a team that are no strangers to the World Cup. So we've got again some joy on the left, and again Garbutt. He seems to be getting in good spaces, but the ball has been lost. Now we just need to settle down here. Need to get some possession. Honestly, the game looks fairly open at this stage. And you'd expect it, it's a playoff. Obviously, there would have been some caginess potentially, but with the early goal, that should open things up a bit, you'd think. Yeah. Boss says, do you have a New Zealand shirt? Yes, I'm wearing one. I'm wearing the 2018 away. Oh, good ball on the right there. And the final ball wasn't there, but lovely play. And the ball's still at the edge of the box. Oh, and potential shot for free kick. Ref says no. Play on. Anything to avoid PKs? Yes, exactly. Who to avoid you? I mean, as fun as it was, obviously, to see the Aussie keeper yesterday. Yeah, that would be painful. Although at this stage, if he could offer me penalties at this stage, I would take it. Yes, there's over 80 minutes to go, but being 1-0 down after 7 minutes, I'd take penalties if you offered it to me. But we'll see what happens. But this, I really like this New Zealand shirt 2018 is a really good one. Great work again, Garber. I'm so impressed with him early on. Yeah, I like it, and I think is that a corner? I can't tell if yes, I think it's a corner. So corner for New Zealand. I mean, looking at the size of us, we're looking, it's got some big lads there. We will see what happens. Option to take a short one as well. Ref doesn't like what he sees. Buddies says, where does soccer rank in New Zealand? Over here it's popular, but probably only the 4th most respected sport. Honestly, I mean, even I'm obviously living in the UK. From off the top of my head, it's rugby on its own tier. I think ball's in, and it's been headed away. A little bit sloppy. I think probably many Kiwis would consider cricket, or at least New Zealand are very good at cricket, so that would probably rank above it. And there's other sports which I don't know how it would rank viewership wise. Well, I'm including rugby league as well in rugby, but you could break that out obviously after union. And other sports, even like sailing, are probably similar in some people's minds in New Zealand. I would say, based on my perception again, and just from what I hear from there. But I'm trying to think, apart from rugby and cricket, again, New Zealand, they're quite a sporting nation despite being quite small. I mean, things like I'd honestly, a good question which I've not given you a very good answer for. I'd have to ask some of my family over there. But certainly the country will be up for this for sure. It is a tough game, but given some of the other successes we've had at World Cups. But since you still have family? Yes. In fact, my sister moved out there a few years ago. I actually have citizenship. My dad's a Kiwi, so I have citizenship through him. My sister's moved out there, which is cool. And we've got some other family links as well still. I've been a couple of times. Not often, obviously it's so far away, but a lot of love for the country. And, again, I have a lot of affiliations, be it England, Malaysia as well, where my mum's from. Some of my friends joke that, I kind of support almost everyone under the sun. But no, I think when it comes to sports, certainly I've often, gravitated towards New Zealand. It's one of those countries where sport is so important to them. And, you can't not get into the All Blacks and enjoy everything the All Blacks are if you're part Kiwi even. Alec Sitsu, I can't say your name very well there, says, let's go Costa Rica. Alex or Alec, despite supporting the other team, you're very welcome here. You guys have certainly had a good start, that's for sure. It's but honestly, possession's been good for New Zealand in the last few minutes, and I'm liking what I'm seeing. Let's see what we've got here. Speculative ball into the box. Chriswood peels away, and tell you what, it's fallen down. Oh man! And we just had a great chance for New Zealand. Grieve had a chance there, so it was that Wood? It looked offside, in all honesty. But it's flashed past the post, and honestly, he should have done better. Navas probably had it covered, but okay, looking good. I mean, that's good pressure. Granulated says, "Come on, Kiwis!" Yes, Granulated. That's what we need. We need some of that energy in the chat. That was a great chance. Okay, honestly, really positive since the goal. It's actually been pretty good. New Zealand have had the better of the play. Yes, it's early days, but I'm liking what I'm seeing. Yes, England are playing Hungary. Honestly, I'm not going to pay attention to that, but obviously do drop in any goal updates from that game. That's always welcome. That's the kind of thing we often do, don't we, on a Tuesday when we're doing our eBay streams. How's the weather in New Zealand? I honestly couldn't tell you, Chandra can't, because I'm in England. I'd have to ask again people I know over there. But yeah, here in England, it's quite a sunny evening here in Yorkshire, so it's looking quite nice. But my heart, my spirit is in New Zealand tonight. But I'm physically in England. Guys, I'm noticing some good number of viewers as well. Welcome to those who are new to the channel. We don't usually do watch-alongs like this here at Phil's Corner. Usually we're all about football shirts like the ones I'm wearing today. Here we go, chance again. Honestly, New Zealand have dominated play. The ball's on the edge of the box. Another chance for Grieve. It's still there in the middle. Chris Wood knocks it down. Guys, this is great pressure. This is great pressure from New Zealand. I'm really impressed. Since the goal, we've responded really well. I mean, honestly, the game looks very messy. But look at this. Is it Grieve again? Now the defender knocks it into the path of the Kiwi player. Wood knocks it back in. And Garbett, who I've been really impressed with. He's been, for me, the player of the game so far. Honestly, quite exciting. Yes, we're still 1-0 down, but I'm feeling really positive. The pressure looks excellent from the All Whites. Goodness, could you keep your head still so we can see the reflection in them? Cheers. Brilliant. Now you should be able to. I'm sure places will be streaming it, honestly. But yeah. And Alex says, "Do you know where I can watch this in Europe?" I mean, for me, well, just quickly check this chance again on the right. Costa Rica do well, and it's a throw-in. I literally just googled, Costa Rica New Zealand stream, and there was a list on the site I saw of providers that were streaming it. So there's quite a few, I think. More pressure at the edge of the box here. So on the right, cross comes in, no one's in the middle, but a pretty bad job from Costa Rica to defend it, and some really good pressure, and we've got a throw in again. Honestly, guys, this is looking good. Cross in, here we go. Oh, Chris Wood. Honestly, a pretty too faint a touch. Oh man, but excellent pressure from the All Whites. This is exciting, guys. Yeah. Sorry, just on the chat as well. I'm just catching up here. Haunted Voyager saying New Zealand look very likely to equalise. We are honestly looking good. Honestly, I'm really impressed with the response. I don't want to get carried away. We're still 1-0 down against Costa Rica. It's a tough mountain to climb. But Bell with a great cross. Kind of, you expect him with that to go high, don't you? But he went quite low. Maybe it was that centre, I don't know. But Wood, honestly, put it straight at Navas. Lavi says, where can we watch the game? I'm watching it. If you're in the UK, iPlayer is the place to be. If you, and obviously you could find streams online, but I would say do Google if you can, you're depending on where you are. I know a number of countries. Well, I was on a site earlier today. Well, I just literally Googled Costa Rica, New Zealand streams, and I checked there as well. Chandrakant says India won 4-0 against Hong Kong. That's a great result. Really good result. How does India compare to Hong Kong in the rankings, Chandrakant? Are they above or below Hong Kong? Either way. Granulated says it's an iPlayer. Yeah, get it on. Google it. And honestly, it's been a pretty good game so far. I mean, the quality hasn't necessarily been there from both teams in the defensive department, particularly with the goal that Costa Rica scored. But New Zealand have had the better of it, although Costa Rica now getting their first real chance, I'd say, since the goal in New Zealand's half. And they honestly look dangerous when they come forward. I think largely on the basis of the Kiwi defender not being too hot. And again, we've not really seen Costa Rica come into the game. That's dangerous. Oh, nice, Granulated. Yeah, get it on. And as I say, it's on, I think, just iPlayer. It's not on any of the channels. But yeah, if you've got a license as well, that's the place to be. Will we regret those missed chances, though? A couple of really good chances for New Zealand. Oh, dear. Players falling over in the middle. Nicely done from the defence there to shepherd that to the keeper. So, yeah, honestly, a really interesting start to the game. Lewis, I'm half Kiwi. My dad's from New Zealand, so yeah, I do support them. I do have, some affinity with them for sure. Yeah. But I've brought up and lived in the UK all my life, but a big soft spot for New Zealand. Ball in the middle, but that's been snuffed out. Granulated says, don't want to go out and sync. Yeah, I'm also on 17.5 minutes, yeah. So I'm hoping on the stream. We seem to be pretty well linked based on the comments. Yeah, because that's a classic thing, isn't it? When you're streaming and you're behind chat, that would be quite funny. Could you give a time count in about 10 seconds and I'll sync up? Yeah, so I'll give you, it's going to be 60 minutes in 18 minutes. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 18 minutes. I need to say it again. That was a terrible job there. Sorry, Granulated. If you need me to do that again, just say, you can tell I'm not very, we're not used to doing Watchalong, so are we? But it's all good. Chandrakan, India's 103, Hong Kong in the 160s. Okay. So to be fair, but that's still, I mean, 4-0's a 4-0 no matter who you're playing. Honestly, every time the ball comes across, it should have been way far easier to deal with there, but it goes out in the end. Taslima says, I'm from Bangladesh supporting New Zealand. Thank you, Taslima. Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. You're in the underdog crowd for sure. Boxers, I think, about 20 seconds ahead of you. That is unfortunate on my part, but I can't do. I think honestly, I'm as live as it's letting me be. I'm going to blame BBC for that. No worries, Buck. I mean, honestly, I won't be too disappointed. Yeah, Lewis, I was saying, or Louis or Lewis, however you say it, I was saying that at the start of the stream. New Zealand, the only unbeaten team in 2010, with a tough group as well. We had Italy and others. Yeah, that's one of my favourite kind of fun facts. I do like to bring that one out anytime anyone talks about New Zealand football. That was a pretty memorable tournament, a very fun one if you're a Kiwi fan. And Taslima, I'm half Kiwi. My dad's from New Zealand. I'm, dual citizen between British and New Zealand. Yeah, so certainly very invested in this game for sure. Okay, here we go. Ball spread out really nicely to the left, and a very high cross, which hasn't really gone anywhere. It has almost stayed in play, but no, it's gone out. And we see you from. So here in the UK, I was born in Southend-on-Sea, near London. I'm now living in Huddersfield in Yorkshire. Again, in England. My dad, he was born near Auckland and grew up in New Plymouth in New Zealand. And Louis says, do you have Maori blood? I don't actually. I get my colour from my mum's side. So a lot of people, when I say I'm half Kiwi, they think, "Oh, are you Maori?" I'm not. My dad's white. He's he's of descendants who have revocated New Zealand, but no Maori. That'll be cool though. I haven't yet learnt the haka as well, but that's what I'll have to do at some point. Chandrakan, where's the rankings in? I think we're about 100. I want to say we're pretty low down. I might be completely wrong though. I think it's around that. Yeah, as far as I know anyway. Might be worth double checking my facts there. Boxers always wins challenge New Zealand, planning to go next year for the Women's World Cup. Very nice. Yeah, honestly, it's an amazing place. I mean, I'm biased, but it is an incredible place to go to. The game has settled down somewhat after quite a frantic first 10-15 minutes. But tell you what, we've got some opportunities here now. Costa Rica closing down. Is it Bell in the middle? Who honestly looks a bit off the pace in this game. Number 8 for New Zealand. I'm not loving some of what I'm seeing. Chased down a bit too easily there. Right, 101. Okay, yeah. So I mean, and that's the thing. Costa Rica, what, 30 something? It's a mismatch on paper, but so far the game has been close. Such a shame to concede that sloppy goal because honestly, we've probably edged it. It's been close, but I think certainly the chances have been in New Zealand's favour. Here we go with the ball again. I think there's definitely another goal in this one. Who for? I couldn't tell you, but I'm really I'm really enjoying New Zealand's response. Another deep ball. This is almost a carbon copy of a previous chance. And Garbutt, who has been my player of the half so far, he looks good on the ball. Although he was shrugged off there. Costa Rica 31. Thank you, Brock. So yeah, I mean that's the thing. So far, you wouldn't have thought there was that much of a gap based on the performance. I am biased, of course, but yeah, I'm liking some of what I'm seeing. Guys, thank you again. If you are tuning in for the first time, of course, this isn't what we usually do here at Phil's Corner. I'd love it if you could subscribe and leave a like on the video if you're enjoying this. Obviously, as well, for regular viewers, if you like this kind of content, let me know. Yeah, and obviously, I wouldn't be shifting my whole channel to this sort of thing, but we can certainly sprinkle in some watch-alongs if you guys enjoy it. But I really wanted to do this one given the importance of it. I mean, maybe with the World Cup, actually, that could be an opportunity, but we'll see. Chandrakant saying that's insane. A team below 100 given a fight. Yeah, that's the thing. They really, I mean, this is the kind of situation where, given it's a playoff game, it's a neutral venue, that there's the ingredients here, which means at the end of the day, New Zealand have just got to go for it. It's a one game opportunity now to go to the World Cup. And the ball goes out for a throw-in. Great pressure, great hustle from New Zealand. Again, honestly, I haven't seen the cricket, and if anything, I'm kind of out the loop with cricket these days. Growing up, I'd watch it fairly often, but yeah, out the loop. Raghav says, plenty of suppliers, fantastic watch tonight. Great stuff, Raghav. Yeah, it's been a good game. Early chances for New Zealand. I'm really hoping we can continue the pressure, because the goal was so embarrassing. It really was a poor goal to concede, but the response, you couldn't really ask for any more, and I'm really happy with the response. Some good football, and we got some more space on the right here. Honestly, Costa Rica just happy to knock it out, just happy to clear it, and that's given us another chance. But Bell is slow to the ball, and he's going to get caught again if he's not careful. Okay, there we go. He's showing up a bit more now. Heavy touch from Wood, though. Costa Rica clear, but still some more pressure. Boxers, do you think it's fair Oceania doesn't get one automatic spot? Honestly, I can understand it. I mean, it's you know, as a Kiwi, I love, or Kiwi fan, I should say, an honorary Kiwi citizen. Anyway, I love it for us to have that spot, but at the same time, it makes sense. You know, you look at the rankings. If anything, you know, there's never a perfect system with this kind of qualifying setup. But I do understand it. I think it would be a bit odd if you had, especially now Australia aren't in Oceania in terms of federation. Yeah, it makes sense. Granny says, if you ever watch Highlight Package ever again, watch it today. Okay, nice. Thank you for the shout, Granulated. Yeah, no, I'll definitely at least have to check it out. And Rago says, have you seen the Leeds United challenges from ASOS? Yeah, I laughed so much at that video. And the Liverpool ones as well, of course. Yeah, I laughed at that. It seems almost too good to be true, or too funny to be true. Yeah, really, really funny. Obviously, we'd seen leaks of those shirts, particularly the United one before, but it still made me laugh at the way it was leaked. One of the funniest ways a shirt has been leaked for a while. Louis says, Australia's keeping on, so it did work last night. Here we go, Garbutt. Honestly, Bell, okay, there we go. I've been a bit harsh to be. He's played the ball out there nicely. Cross comes in. Defended. This is good pressure. And Costa Rica, they're very happy just to whack it out. It's given New Zealand a chance for a second ball. Chris Wood has it in the box. He's chested it very well. It's gone to the left. And I don't know how you say number 30's name. Kakasi? Kakasi? I don't know. Anyone who knows how to say his name, please do let me know. Kakase doesn't sound right, but that's the only way I can think to say it. Number 13 for New Zealand. I'd love any help on that pronunciation. I'm not always the best at that. Granny says, I'm waiting for the Leeds kits. Yeah, I've not seen any leaks about for the Leeds stuff. I don't know what's to come from Adidas. I'm hoping they're going to do something a bit more interesting than their previous efforts. Joe Campbell. Grimace is there. Yeah, I don't want to be harsh on Bell in the middle of New Zealand's midfield, but he has been, I would say, he's looked a bit underwhelming. But, I mean, I'm not here to judge the players too much, but yeah, looks a bit off the pace for me. I'm no commentator, but that would be my assessment. But overall, it's been pretty good as a response to the terrible early goal that New Zealand conceded. Having said that, Costa Rica haven't really had much of the ball, and you know that when they get the ball, they're going to be dangerous. Youngblood, thank you. Says Go Kiwi from South Korea. Thank you, Youngblood. Appreciate that. That's great. Great stuff. And guys, it's great. I've noticed quite a few new faces tonight. Really good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. This is, something a bit of fun that we're doing here at Phil's Corner. We're usually a channel that's all about football shirts. We don't usually talk much about the game itself, which is quite funny, but it's been great to see some new faces. Hopefully, if you do, check out the channel. Check out some of the videos that we've got. We've got loads more to come, of course. Yeah, and if you do like football shirts and you're new, you will enjoy some of the content for sure. Gender Cat says, "What's your opinion about foreign-born players playing for the national team?" Yeah, I honestly think I'm pretty open to that. Where I'm not so keen is on stuff like you see sometimes, particularly in the Olympics, where nations will basically buy athletes. I think that can be a bit weird. Oh, here we go. There's a chance on the left. Oh, terrible ball from Garbutt, who I've been singing his praises all half, and he fluffs his lines there, which is a real shame. But some good pressure again. I'm going to find out who this guy plays for because I like the look of him. Let's just have a quick Google of this lad, Matthew Garbutt. Very interesting. He plays for Torino. Now this is what I'm talking about, guys. Now, granted, he's not featured for Torino by the looks of things, or at least, maybe he has actually. Okay, no, he was called up to the senior team at the end of the season, and he's in their youth team. But there we go. You can see the quality, guys. You can see that, and you know, I'm no scout, but I noticed certainly he's looking like one of the best players on the pitch, and he is in the Torino setup. That's pretty sweet. And he's only 20, born in London, so I can certainly relate to him there somewhat. Very good, very good. Anyway, let's continue to the game. Boxers, how do you feel about the one-time switch of national teams? Yeah, am I right in saying that's only if you've not played a competitive fixture, or was it that you can have played a couple of fixtures? I can't remember. Honestly, I'm pretty like what's the phrase? Open to that. I'm not, you know. I think for me, I think that would, you know, even if you played a couple of competitive fixtures, I don't think swapping would be a big deal. But maybe I'm neglecting some of the finer points. Good to see New Zealand defending a corner there. Again, I've said it before, when Costa Rica go forward, and they've not had many attacks, but when they do go forward, you do feel a little bit with the Kiwi defending. Whereas when New Zealand go forward, it's very much one of those games where I'm sure there's going to be another goal. Both teams look a little bit better going forward than they do defending. There's Kiwis again. Kiwis, that is definitely not how you say his name. C-A-C-A-C-E. Anyway. Again, I should have done my research beforehand. But here we go. We've got half an hour gone. It's still 1-0. Honestly, we've had the better of it. New Zealand have had the better of it. Let's see what we can do. Really good ball in the middle there. And the ball goes out again from Bell to Grieve. Grieve is getting some joy on this side. And it's honestly the same sorts of patterns happening here. When New Zealand are finding space on the side. And Costa Rica look pretty frantic in their defence. They do not look like a team ranked 70 places above New Zealand in the rankings. They really don't. They look quite flustered on the ball. New Zealand are pressuring them pretty well. We just need that final bit of quality in the final third. More space in the middle. New Zealand happy to bring it up. And again, Grieve on the right. I'm really, there's so much space. Ball goes in. Not a great ball. At least it stayed in this time. But this is good. This is good possession. And really good. Oh, I'm not sure about that from Bell, who I have criticised quite a lot this game. But the ball's still in play. I like the ref playing this on here. Or allowing play to go on, I should say. Oh, man, this is frantic. Lots of action just outside the Costa Rica box. Shot from distance. And I think that's a corner. Here we go. Here's a corner. Guys, this is what we are talking about. Is that Tuiloma? Yeah, he had a long shot. We've got a corner for New Zealand. Come on, this is it. I'm feeling this. What have we got here? So, Chandrakat says, can we change our weather? It's pretty hot here. Yeah. It's going to be, here in England, it's going to be 27 on Friday, which is very hot for this part of the world. Block, I've not read the book from Ned and Manure. What's it? Is it a biography or another book? And you say, but Costa Rica lost 4-0 to the US last summer. They're going through a big rebuild, lots of younger players. Yeah, there's a lot of players I don't recognise here. But it's yeah. I mean, the fact they're ranked 30th, they must be doing something right in this rebuild. Oh, and a laboured shot as Chris Wood tries to reach that. Not a great delivery. Honestly, though, it's just that one. I mean, it's not just the one moment, but in many ways, that goal, like on the basis of the whole half, was against the run of play, or not against the run of play because it was the start, but you know what I mean. Taking the half as a whole, it's been mostly New Zealand, at least from the chances department. They've got a top keeper discriminated. They do. Keylor Navas is a very, very good keeper. In terms of individual skill level, or if you look at all the careers of the players on the pitch, he's obviously the most decorated by a long way. Yeah, incredibly tough. Who does Navas play for? Actually, I'm trying to think. Who is he still? Is he still at PSG? Is he still? Because obviously Donnarumma is there now. I'm guessing he's the backup at PSG. But anyway, and Buck biography, good stuff. Barca, no, he's not a Barca, is he? I'm sure he's. Well, I might be completely wrong, because otherwise he'd just be Ter Stegen's backup, wouldn't he? I suppose, yeah. He maybe he's getting where the work is. John Carl, good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, the last live stream. I know you mentioned that a couple of times, the previous live stream. Thanks for popping by there, mate. It's honestly been an entertaining game. Real Madrid once. Yeah, sorry, United. Absolutely. Yeah. No worries, mate. No worries. Yeah, John Carl, it's been a fun one. I mean, not great for New Zealand fans as we conceded quite early on, but honestly, they've had the better of it since. Should have scored, really. 2 or 3. Not easy chances, but definitely a couple of chances, which we could have done better with. Some big mountain to climb, being 1-0 down against a team ranked much higher than them, but we'll see how we do. After the goal, it could have been way worse, and it's been pretty decent as a whole for New Zealand. The response certainly. Chendokan says Kazuki Honda is the new coach of Cambodia. Is he actually? He could probably still play, couldn't he, Honda? He's one of these young coaches. I say young. I guess he probably is getting on a bit. But they played horribly in the Asia Cup qualifier. Who did they play? Chendokan. That's quite funny. Is he going to be? Yeah, it's one of those when the former players take up management. It can go either way, of course. It'll be interesting to see that. Right, we've got a free kick now. Fairly deep, but there's a chance to get something on the end of this cross. A slow cross the edge of the box. Honestly, then New Zealand got it. A chance for... and the ref says no to the penalty. So this is interesting. I don't know if there's VAR here. I don't think there is, but he did go down fairly easily. Well, it looked like he went down easily, but I'd be good to see the replay of this because, he looks pretty convinced. Obviously, the players... a little bit of afters. Let's have a look. I don't know. I'm assuming there'll be VAR. I honestly don't know though. I think there is, or at least the ref is definitely waiting to hear more. I can't. Again, I don't have any audio, so I can't tell. So here we go. Here's Wood. He actually does. He does control the ball. Honestly, that looks pretty soft. I mean, there is a degree of contact there. But it's more of I would be pretty annoyed if that was a penalty if I was a Costa Rica fan. As a New Zealand fan, I'd love to see a penalty, but I don't think there is. And I think the ref looks like he's telling them that as well. Yeah, that seems fair. Yeah, Greenlight has got to be VAR with such many. You'd hope so, wouldn't you? You'd hope so. But then, to be fair, even if you've got, VAR, you look at something like the Huddersfield Nottingham Forest game, and I'm biased for Huddersfield, but some of the decisions there... Well, we'll move on from that, shall we say. Chendokan says, though, against India, Hong Kong, and Afghanistan only drew against Afghanistan. Yeah, Not great. Not great for Cambodia there. So here we go. Come on, New Zealand. We can do this. Honestly, if the first half goes like the second half has gone, apart from the goal, there's definitely an equaliser here. I am impressed. Oh, there's some really, really wayward passes there, or clearances, I should say. New Zealand have the ball again, though. Lovely deep ball there, and Garbett still has it. I'm so impressed with him. And the cross was terrible. The ball's there. Yes, let's go. Chris Wood. 1-1. I'm hoping it's not offside. I don't think it is. Oh, yes. What a goal. And this has been coming. This has been coming the whole time. New Zealand have been the better team. And I'm so happy to see that goal. Navas isn't happy. We don't mind that, though. Wonderful play. I told you, Garbett as well. Heavily involved. He has been the player of the half for me so far. I want to see this goal again. Chris Wood, let's go. Great to see everyone in chat as well. So this is it. Garbett, and I don't know how he still got the ball, but the Costa Rica player should have carried on. And again, it's a pretty, he's well onside. Hilarious attempt to clear the ball from Costa Rica, and New Zealand are the beneficiaries. There's a check for the goal, and I don't know what they're checking. I really hope, obviously, that it is. Okay, and I think, is the ref saying it's all good? Well, they were checking offside. I see. Yes, guys, this is it. Now, I don't want to get too carried away. We've still got a long way to go. Is he going to check? Is he checking now? Now, what is he? Again, I've not got any audio, so obviously, if anyone knows what's happening, please do let me know. Okay, they're checking for this situation. So a bit of a tussle, and it must be said. Now, it does look a bit like the Kiwi player is sort of grabbing the thigh of the Costa Rican player there, but then at the same time, honestly, I think, I would say it's fine, but I am biased. In real time, it looks absolutely fine. I wonder if the ref is going to think that Gar would put him down there. I think tit for tat. Granley says tit for tat there. I would agree. I think that's fair. But it looks like the ref is actually going to rule it. He's actually going to rule it out. So painful decision. I was a bit worried. I obviously would. I obviously would want to see that go. Be a goal. The pain there. Honestly, it seems to me. That's such a shame, because the thing is, as well, it really doesn't look like anything there, but pain, absolute pain, but it's nothing, nothing can be done now. We've got to keep going. New Zealand have been so good. Such a shame to see a goal like that disallowed. Yeah, you could argue that the Costa Rica player fouled him first. Ouch. It hurts, guys, but we just got to go again. Melville says, do people in New Zealand care about football? Certainly it's not the biggest sport by any means, obviously, with rugby and even other sports like cricket probably being favoured more. But I don't speak. I'm not living in New Zealand, even though I am part Kiwi. But yeah, I'd say certainly in this game there were people caring. Obviously, if it's the World Cup, it's a huge thing. And yeah, John Carl's saying it there. They're doing it on the world stage. Indeed, I think it's one of those where in the qualifying, it's a funny situation being with a lot of nations who are much, much smaller in terms of size and just footballing pedigree. But yeah, these games can be very tough. But honestly, New Zealand have been very good. Now we need to keep this up, because it can be deflating. But honestly, given how well New Zealand responded after the goal, I'm hopeful here. More chances here on the right. Here we go, on the edge of the box. Ball comes in. Wood's got it. And it's been blocked. We've got more chances though. Oh no, it's been lost. A bit of a tussle on the left. Oh boy, it has been It's been frantic, guys. It's been frantic. I could actually do with a half-time break, to be honest, to go and get a bit of a breather. Oh, I can't believe that. The disallowed goal. That hurts. That hurts for sure. Oh, terrible attempt from Costa Rica to clear it. Box says Katie Brown from the New Zealand women's team used to play for Utah Royals. Nice. Yeah, I know there's a few, at least a couple of the Kiwi team who play for American sides. Is it Tuoloma? I think he plays. I can't think. I'm sure. I can't think where he plays, but I know. I'm sure he played either in MLS or. Yeah, I'm sure he did at some point. I guess you need a Kiwi hacker before kickoff. Indeed. Dear. It's oh man, I feel pretty deflated. It must be said after that disallowed goal, but New Zealand don't look too down. They are still positive. I'm really impressed. Can't ask for much more from them, honestly. Given the the gap on paper. He plays for Poland. Thank you, Book. Yeah, I know. I had a feeling it was yeah, there was a connection. That's pretty nice. I've got quite a thing for Poland. I don't have an MLS team, but if I had to choose one, I'd probably say Poland. Or at least, I like a lot of their shirts, so they'd be a natural one to gravitate towards. And sorry, just quickly catching up as well. Granny says, remember the Panama playoff game in 2018? The ball was nowhere across the line. Somehow none of the officials saw it. Too much corruption on the FIFA stage. Yeah, I mean, that's fair to say. FIFA is. I mean, I don't. That situation, I don't think is a FIFA thing, but at the same time, yeah, there is a lot of corruption. Here we go. 2 minutes in the half. We can definitely score here. We can definitely score. It's been we've been camped in Costa Rica's half. Good football on the left. Garber. Again, this is really, really good from New Zealand. The pressure is great. They look like the team who are ranked 30th playing against a team that ranked 100th. That's a bit of an exaggeration, maybe, but I you cannot ask any more from the players. We just need that goal. We've already got one. Let's get another, even though that was disallowed. Yeah, parking the bus is grenaded. Yeah, basically. I think they're being forced to, really. Good cross. Really good cross. Unfortunately, nothing comes of it, but that was excellent from Garber. Again, he's just been superb. And I'm not sure what went on there, but Grieve isn't happy. 401 error says they're not broadcasting much in Australia. Any channel? Yeah, one of my followers said that. 401. Yeah, he was saying that they weren't, which is funny. Yeah, across the ditch. Yeah, and that's the thing. Odd decision. Obviously, there's a rivalry there, but you'd expect them still to broadcast it in some capacity. I mean, But anyway, up to them, isn't it? Honestly, it's been a good game. I mean, I don't know if you guys are watching the stream. If you are in the UK, you can watch it on iPlayer. It's been a good game. Painful to see. Not only a terrible goal to concede, and it's been, Costa Rica have been, honestly, they've not turned up for most of the half, but they showed their quality. Or I think it was more New Zealand's lack of quality, to be honest. But come on, guys, we're going into the half. It's been a very frustrating half in many ways. Not only for the soft goal, but also for the disallowed goal. New Zealand have been the better side, and I know I'm biased, but I think I can say that confidently. I'd be interested to see the stats. Actually, I would assume that it's pretty one-sided on the stat sheet as well. Chris Wood, disallowed goal. It's 1-0 to Costa Rica, but I'm expecting. I'm expecting the Kiwis will be pretty. Will be buoyed by that performance. They just need to do the same again, because honestly, there was not only they played better. They were the better side. It really hurts when you're 1-0 down. Obviously, there's no points for playing well and not scoring, even though we did and got a disallowed goal. But couldn't have asked for a much better response after the early goal conceded. But look at that, 64% possession, 9 shots to 1, only 3 on target. But there we go, guys. I mean, it has been, that's like a Football Manager game, isn't it? Giveaway time. Yes, thank you, Brock. So we are going to be doing a giveaway. And guys, this is for the Minnesota Aurora FC shirt. And those of you, I mean, if you look at my Twitter, you'll see the shirt. Let me get my my program now. Again, so I need to blow my nose. 1 second. Sorry, that was probably very loud on the mic. I guess this was for the Minnesota Aurora shirt. A really, really lovely shirt, which you guys could have won. It's too late now to enter. But I will now find the winner, or choose a winner, I should say, from the list. And I've got something that can allow me to do that. And we see here that the winner, and I'll just make sure I've got the right one here, and we'll do a quick randomization. David Rard, username DWALO, David Rard. You're probably not watching the stream, but nonetheless, I will make sure that I post on Twitter. You have won the Minnesota Aurora shirt. And guys, of course, in many ways, you know how I do it. I do enjoy a good giveaway, so there'll be many more giveaways to come. But David Rard, well done. Dualo, at Dualo on Twitter, you have won the shirt. The boxes. Congratulations, David. Indeed, congrats, David. And guys, I'll be doing more giveaways. I think I'm going to do at least 1 or 2 on YouTube, also 1 through my Patreon, and there'll also be some more on Twitter. John Carl says congratulations. Yeah, thanks, guys. Thanks for those words of congrats. I'm actually just going to open the window as well because it's getting pretty warm here. Even though we are, it's getting to close to 8 o'clock in the evening. It's a warm evening here in Yorkshire. So, guys, for those watching, what did you think of that half? Obviously, it was a painful one if you are supporting New Zealand, but I've been so impressed. I mean, I think it's been an entertaining game. It's only 1-0, but there's been chances aplenty. Looking at that, just look at that disallowed goal again. It's one of those. Sometimes, I mean, it's like the curse of the replay, isn't it? You look at it, and the replay makes it look so much worse. But obviously, I'm biased, so I'm speaking, from a position of bias there. But I think the story for me has been Garber. I've been so impressed with Matthew Garber, and interesting to see. He's a young player who's in the Torino setup, so really excited to see his development. I think he's been by far one of the best players on the pitch. And just seeing Costa Rica's goal again, the replay, terrible defending. I mean, look at this. There's almost 5 players between the Costa Rica winger and Joel Campbell in the middle. Obviously, it's easy to say in hindsight, but where was he's one ball sliced through the whole defence. Oh dear, but there we go. It is what it is. 401 as well says congrats, Dave. Yeah, thanks, guys. Thanks for those congrats. Don't forget, as I say, more giveaways to come for sure. I mean, honestly, if you just said we'd be 1-0 down at half time, I would expect to be feeling a lot worse. As it is, I'm actually quite, given how well we performed in that half, we just need that again. And I think if we do the same again, we'd score. I mean, yeah, only 3 shots on target, but that performance in general, yeah. Take Hero or Attacker Hero says, hey, it's football, not rugby. Grabbing a player's leg, maybe in the 90s. Yeah, I like that. Obviously, they're maybe channeling a bit of the All Blacks energy there. I think again, it's one of those where in the replay, I would argue it looks a lot more cynical than I think it would have been the situation. But at the same time, I'm sure if I was a Costa Rica fan, I would be saying that it was a foul. So yeah, it is what it is. One of those where so you look at it again. Yeah, I definitely am biased, so I shouldn't really have a say here. I can completely understand the take, despite me thinking otherwise. I think it's just when you look at it and the Costa Rica guy bumping into him, I honestly think it's more of a 50-50. I think if you're going to give the foul there, the way the guy is basically just barged in, I don't think looks great either. But yeah, it is what it is. I don't want to argue those points here. The touch was yeah. It's one of those where definitely if I was a Costa Rica fan, I would be pretty confident that was a foul. I am very biased, so oh, no. It hurts, but obviously we've got another half to try and do the same. Try and put the ball back in the back of the net. New Zealand had their chances. See here again. This was the chance earlier on in the half, which was flashed past the goal. Honestly, you'd hope to do better from that position. But really, I mean, Costa Rica do not look like a team ranked 31st in the world. They really don't. Honestly, this is not a scary Costa Rica side. And you want to respect your opponents, don't get me wrong, but I really don't think these are going to have anything to fear in the second half. It's going to be incredibly tough, and I would, Costa Rica already were favourites. They'll be even more favourites. Despite how the first half went, despite New Zealand's actual dominance on the pitch, I would say, obviously Costa Rica having the goal lead, and I think you'd expect their quality to shine through in the second half. It's still an immense uphill battle, but put it this way, I'm more confident now than I was on 5 minutes of the game when Costa Rica just scored. There was that chance there. Wood, very tame shot, which in the end didn't amount to much. A very kind of, very low ball in from Bell there, and Wood with the touch. Honestly, it wasn't the easiest ball to get on the end of. Do apologise, guys. I need to blow my nose once again. I really need to get myself a mute button on my keyboard and set up a hotkey, because that's not what you want to be hearing on a live stream. Guys, I must say, looking again at these chances, it's hard not to imagine that we're going to regret those. Obviously, it's always going to be a tough game. It was always going to be a tough game against Costa Rica. But seeing the amount of chances New Zealand had, I tell you, the boys play well though. The boys play very well. I'm impressed with the side. They look good. Honestly, even I was very critical of Bell a couple of times, but he actually, he had a few flashes. Certainly, there's quality on the pitch relative to I think the gap does not seem like 70 teams in terms of rankings, but there we go. Looking at the stadium, it really doesn't look full at all, does it? I mean, it is one of those things where it's about as far away from. They're kind of almost how many fans are able to even get to Doha, from either nation. But it is a neutral venue. It's one of those things, of course. But it's definitely not the kind of exciting atmosphere that you'd want to see at a game like this. But then it is always a weird situation when it's a playoff and it's these kind of things. So it is what it is. Guys, I do want to say as well, I've said it before, but thank you for watching. I was kind of expecting it to be a very quiet one tonight. But it's been really good. I've noticed it, a good number of viewers at different points. And lots of new faces. Andres, hello. Talking of new faces, we've also got old faces as well. Andres, regular at the channel. Good to see you, mate. It's been a good game. Honestly, New Zealand, we should at the very least be drawing. Honestly, on the basis of the chances, we should be winning it. 401 says it sounds like it's all New Zealand possession wise. Why do you think they haven't capitalised? Honestly, I think, well, it's been a combination. It sounds like a cliche, but there hasn't quite been the quality you'd want to see in a couple of the chances. But other than that, I think, certainly like the Wood chance where it was the cross that came in quite low and he just touched it. I think that was just, just misjudged from Wood. And he has the quality, to be fair. Don't get me wrong. He certainly has the quality to score. I think it's just one of those things where, they've been knocking at the door. But, sure, better teams, quote unquote better teams, probably would have put away at least a couple of chances. But I don't think it's certainly not through lack of trying. It's just one of those things. There's a fine line, isn't there, between a chance that's taken and a chance that's missed. John Carr, good stuff. Yeah, guys, I want to say as well, thank you again. Just it's been fun. I've enjoyed this. Obviously, we'd like to see New Zealand now come back and win. But regardless, it's been a good evening already. I've enjoyed this very much. It's always good. Whether you're new or old here at Phil's Corner, I enjoy just hanging out with you. Usually here we're all about shirts. Tonight we're mixing up a bit. We had a bit of light shirt commentary at the start, but we've been mainly talking about the game. I've enjoyed it a lot. It's been a lot of fun. I think it'd be fun to do some World Cup streams. I think I will probably do some World Cup stuff, maybe with some kind of rankings. Alien, the game is still going. It is 1-0 to Costa Rica. In many ways, New Zealand have been the better team, though. I'm biased, but I think that's fair to say. Honestly, as we head into the second half, it's all to play for. It's going to be very interesting to see. I've just noticed as well, is that Kendall Watson or Watson? I can't, it's Watson or Watson. And it looks like we've even got Brian Ruiz as well. So two experienced names coming up for Costa Rica. Clearly, you can see the game plan here. Despite Costa Rica being generally quite a young side, they're bringing on two of the old guard, two names that I know. And certainly Watson as well will be from. Is it Watson or Watson? I always used to think it was Watson, but looking at here on the team sheet, it says Watson. So I've been getting his name wrong before. He was in Vancouver? He was certainly in MLS. But Brian Ruiz as well, formerly of was it Fulham? So some big names coming on for Costa Rica. As a New Zealand fan, it doesn't bode well when you've got that kind of quality, that kind of experience coming off the bench. So a huge triple substitution for Costa Rica. Don't see that often, but it makes a lot of sense. They're defending the lead, and honestly, Costa Rica need it. They did not look good in the first half, so not what you want to see as a Kiwi, because it was going quite well despite the goal conceded. England 1-0 down. That is funny. I mean, yeah. Hey dear. To say we've been stuttering, England have been stuttering is a bit of an understatement, I'd say, compared to the way usually these things go. Are you from New Zealand? Says I'm half Kiwi. My dad's from New Zealand. I've got Kiwi citizenship, but I'm from England. I'm born here and grew up here. But certainly. Oh, now that's clearance. Hits Wood clean in the head and goes out for a throw-in, I believe. That could have been a very freak moment there. So yeah, triple substitution for Costa Rica. Very interesting. I don't know if they've changed the formation as a result, but it's certainly some huge experience. I mean, I'd be interested to see Waston and Ruiz's total of caps. They must have well, 3 figures between them at least, I would have thought. So, yeah. I believe New Zealand unchanged. I mean, to be honest, it was going so well. Why would you change it? I mean, they look so good. More joy here. The ball on the edge of the box comes back. A terrible ball from Bell, though. He just, honestly, I don't want to keep hating on him because, but he just, every time he gets the ball, I kind of grimace a bit, whereas when Garbutt's getting the ball, I'm getting much more excited. But anyway, Winterborg just says, time to get the equaliser. Indeed. I am I'm a little bit nervous, though, because Costa Rica, yeah, that was definitely a foul. It looked like a foul from New Zealand. I mean, he did jump up a little bit there, but yeah, it's going to be a tough half for sure. Just need more of the same. It was such a good first half. The disallowed goal left a sour taste in the mouth, but it really was a good first half performance in New Zealand. Just didn't have that all important equaliser. And the ref's saying, hurry up, Austin. He's taking his time. And rightly so. Rightly so. Honestly, despite my grievances about the disallowed goal, the ref has been okay. He's been pretty solid. Bell again. I'm always stressed when he's got the ball. Oh, but the ball was bounced pretty favourably for Grieve. Now, Costa Rica defend well in the end with 2 men there. Appeals for a free kick, I believe, but the play goes on. Sorry, guys. I don't know why I've suddenly got a very runny nose, but we will continue nonetheless. Oh dear, and then Costa Rica, a barnstorming run on the right, although he's running out of play. So, who's that? Number 7 for Costa Rica. We've got Contreras. Could have done better there for Costa Rica on the right. As is, ball goes out. New Zealand are spared their blushes there, as he looked like he could have been causing some damage. So, will the second half play out of the first? Will New Zealand have the majority of possession? Early indications are Costa Rica look a little bit more, I'd say they're a bit more, they're matching New Zealand a bit more. I can get my sentence out there. It's not to say New Zealand aren't still having chances or possession at least, and they are honestly looking pretty good, pretty comfortable on the ball. Oh boy, the nerves are starting to kick in there. Obviously, there's still time on the clock, but not enough really. Well, there is enough, but it doesn't feel like enough. And there's still 40 minutes plus to go. But if the game keeps going like it is, New Zealand have definitely got the equaliser in them. It's going to be hard, though. Costa Rica, obviously, with the triple sub as well. You'd expect them, even though a couple of those players coming on are very experienced and a little bit long in the tooth, you'd still expect them to have that extra bit of energy, of course. Terrible ball there. So, yeah. What do you do here as New Zealand? I think in many ways, the first half went so well. You wouldn't expect any changes too soon, but at the same time, let's see who we've got on the bench. I probably couldn't really name anyone, any kind of danger players off the bench. In all honesty, yeah, you'd hope though that they can just keep doing what they were doing in the first half. Obviously, the worry is as well that Costa Rica have, not really had many chances when they go forward. There's definitely situations where they look dangerous, and that's the kind of thing where, yeah, given how poorly the first, the goal was conceded as well, you do fear for New Zealand as Costa Rica attack. Guys, I do apologise as I still don't have a mute button, but if I'm blowing my nose periodically, I apologise for that being on the mic. I need to figure that out somehow. I don't really know of another way to do this though at this stage. Here we go. Costa Rica. not the most convincing clearance. Oh, Bell shanks it, and it's bouncing around in the box. Honestly, if I was the Kiwi coach, I would sub off Bell. I know he's in a tricky role, playing the holding midfield role, but he has been, I would say, a weak link. Interesting. Looks like a quick free kick taken. And yeah, nothing amounts to it. 401, so New Zealand qualified twice in the World Cup, once in 1982, beating China. Ready to return, beating Bahrain. Could 2022 be the third? That's the hope, and obviously, given the way the first half has gone as well, I still hope, despite being 1-0 down. But every minute that passes, the situation gets a little bit more stressful. But some good possession. A long ball there is dealt with quite easily. But New Zealand do win the second ball there off the rebound, and they win the free kick. And more possession here. There's lots of space. The pitch, honestly, the amount of space the players have, the pitch just looks massive at times with the spaces in between or in behind the defenders. I'm not a coach or anything like that, but it certainly seems that what New Zealand are doing is working well. But I'm telling you guys, Bell he loses the ball again. He has been honestly terrible. I would get him off, and I'm not impressed. Yes, he's in a tricky spot, but almost all of the mistakes have come through him, it seems. I know it's not quite like that, but painful to see. Painful to see. Contreras there with a bit of a battle against the Kiwi defenders. Winston Reid does well. There's a bit of a tussle there though, and honestly, and it's hard to see what was happening there, but it didn't look like there was much in it. Contreras rolling around with some theatrics. Honestly, it looked like he actually instigated it, but let's see. Bit of a knock from Reid, but nothing there. To me, it looked like Winston Reid was simply the stronger player, but let's see. He holds his face, Contreras, as Reid backs into him. It looks fine to me, and I think the ref agrees. Let's have a look. It didn't look like the ref was keen to say anything. Yeah, Contreras rubs his nose a bit. He's fine. He said there's an elbow, but no, I think it's all good. Man. Tough one so far in the second half. Brian Ruiz, very slow but very controlled on the ball there. He might not be the quickest, but you can see his experience showing. Very patient, not playing anything risky. Yep, it's a top player. But it is one back from New Zealand, and that's really good. Really nicely one back. Honestly, this isn't quite as one-sided as the first half, but there's shades of the first half. You would not believe there's as big a gap as there are in the rankings. Come on, New Zealand. 55 minutes just about played. We just need to do more of what we've been doing in this game, and we will equalise. New Zealand winning it off a long ball, and now on the left we see some good possession. Costa Rica defending deep, and a cross goes in. It's not. It's gone out for a corner. Is that a corner? I think it is. Yeah, really nicely timed run from Kerwin there, and I believe, let's have a look. I think it's gone off the Kiwi player in the end, so it's not a corner. In the end, come on, New Zealand. Just needs one person to take their chance. Costa Rica definitely look a bit more in control than they were in the first half, but it's not to say that New Zealand, and again, as I say that, New Zealand win back possession. And Bell, honestly, not the worst ball. Not the worst ball there. It's well held up. The ball comes out to Grieve. Oh, but he's taking a bad touch there. Navas, very okay. He rushes out of clearance. So it's a shame there because it's a good attack. Bad touch from Grieve. But the ball's back with the Kiwis. Off the phone. Playing it across the pitch. Oh, guys, it's been pretty solid for New Zealand. It's been pretty solid. They're starting to, again, get some good possession going here. All we need now is a goal. I realise I can mute myself actually. Without a mute button, I can actually go into my streaming software here and do that quite easily. Better experience there than it was before. Anyway, more good potential here, but it's been snuffed out. New Zealand are on the front foot though. They are on the front foot, playing nice and steadily. Bell tries a bit too much there though. Andrew says, "What time are you currently at?" I'm at 57:15, but I know that I'm quite slow. I think I know I was behind certainly a few people here tonight. Yeah. Yeah, coming up to 50. I'm 57:30. That's where I'm at. Now here we go. Oh, really nice from Garbutt. Oh, but the ball's just gone too far. He's been my man of the match, Matthew Garbutt. I really like the look of him. Yeah, certainly a player I'm going to have to keep half an eye on, that's for sure. Nice quick throw in. Chris Wood shoved off the ball too easily though. Tried to do it all himself. Nicely one back though. Oh, only for it to be lost. Costa Rica now winning the free kick. Of course, anytime you've got a 1-0 lead, you'd expect Costa Rica to take their time, as any other team would. I'm like a full 120 behind us, Andrews. Okay, we should be fine then. We should be fine. Looks like we've got a substitution coming for New Zealand. That's going to be interesting, of course, when you've got one team having had 3 subs. You'd hope for a few subs at least, a couple of subs at least from the other side eventually to kind of match the energy levels. So that is good to see. Contreras again drawing some attention. This time it is a foul. He's yeah. New Zealand not exactly giving him much room to breathe there. And here's that Pinnaker. Or Pishnica. Pinnaker, I don't know how he says his name. So here we go, double substitution. We've got who have we got coming on? Barbarouses. That's a great name. And who's the other player here? I missed the other sub. So that's Grieve coming off for Barbarouses. And Wayne coming on to the pitch, number 26. So there we go, double sub. Very interesting. Obviously, with half an hour to go, still plenty of time for these subs to make an impact. Now, at the moment, it's still looking like New Zealand are up for this, but at the same time, the space is opened up very badly for Contreras. Sorry, he's done quite a bad job there, though. It's almost a 3-on-3. A little bit frantic in the box, or outside New Zealand box, I should say. Costa Rica does draw a foul though. Oh, guys, I am honestly, it would be painful to effectively go out this way. I'm starting to get a bit nervous. Oh, we've been so good. We have been the better team, but that doesn't count for anything if you can't score. The disallowed goal hurts more and more as time goes on. Come on, New Zealand. Come on, the All Whites. Honestly, it's starting to look a little bit less controlled as well. Some of the touches are definitely a bit heavier now. And Costa Rica, by contrast, looking very dangerous. Contreras and Campbell linking up there. But it's definitely shifted. I think it's fair to say now, whereas it was pretty much all New Zealand for the best part of 60 minutes, I think it looks more like it's starting to get, starting to even out. But that's not to say New Zealand don't still have an opportunity. They just look a little bit more rushed. Some of the final balls aren't there like they were in the first half. It's looking very much like we will regret those missed opportunities. Now, I do think there's a goal in this for someone. I think it's not looking. Costa Rica will definitely not want to sit back too much. As Horteville just says, there's not much in this competition. Indeed, there isn't much in this. There isn't much in this, and this situation, given the goal on paper in quality. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Chris Wood again. Getting in front of the Costa Rica defenders. A foul now and a free kick taken quickly. New Zealand now have a chance. Keeping the ball nicely, being quite patient. It's not easy to break down this Costa Rica defence, but having said that, they have managed on a few opportunities. So I say it's not easy, but they've made it look easy at times. Can they do it again? Honestly, there's space on the right again. And the ball does indeed go to the right. Good football. Good football. The final ball not there. The final ball not there, but we've seen that kind of thing again, where honestly, when New Zealand go forward positively, there are opportunities. Costa Rica, yes, they're defending quite deep, but there's opportunities. And not sure what was happening there. 9 shots to 3. Looks like the new players taking a bit of time to adjust. Oh, man. Here we go, boys. This is a big half hour now. Under half an hour, even. All to play for. Only 1-0 down. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Ball doesn't seem to want to hit the ground. Eventually it does. And okay, New Zealand just about keep it under control. But then it is hoofed up. Costa Rica though, do clear it. It's a throw. And the final third for New Zealand. Keeping possession well again. They have honestly been pretty decent in possession. It's not been perfect, but in general, I think you can say I think there's definitely a goal in this. And the ball stays in, and Costa Rica do so. It's a little bit all over the place. Costa Rica eventually get the throw, but you can see, honestly, both teams have been able to create chances from multiple directions. It's been fairly. At times it's been fairly open, and that's despite a very deep line from Costa Rica. Here we go. A little bit all over the place. Costa Rica do clear. The keeper, oh dear, very, very Sale there hits the ball into it. His defender, that's Contreras, precious. He's looking lively. He's looking like he's quite keen for a goal. The Costa Rica striker. I do think there's going to be another goal. I just don't know who it's going to be for. That's the problem. And we're back after I muted. Honestly, number 7 for New Zealand has looked a little bit off the pace as well. That's our friend Barbarossa, I think we'll call him. Costa Barbarossa. Yeah, he's looked a little bit, you can see they're very, straight on the ankle, honestly. I mean, he only got a yellow there. Oof, looked bad on the replay. He knows it as well. Costa Rica taking their time, of course. But that's to be expected when you're 1-0 up. 70 minutes gone nearly. And to be fair, Barbarossa did catch him pretty clean on the ankle. It hurts. It hurts to see. The tension is definitely setting in now. Obviously, given these kind of playoff games as well, it really is an intense affair. New Zealand have performed well. They've performed above expectations in the game, but the goal conceded is definitely a problem. Now there's a VAR review for a possible red card. Honestly, when I first saw the replay, it looked bad. I think, yeah, I've seen them given as red cards. It would really hurt. It would really hurt. It's a very bad challenge. It's very late. I wouldn't be surprised if he gives a red. That would really hurt if so. Let's see what the ref says. It looks like he's giving a red. And that hurts to see. That hurts to see. I mean, I don't know the letter of the law. I don't know if that is a red. To be honest, it was a bad challenge. For once, this is the first kind of match. I think it was. I want to avoid just a terrible challenge. It was a bad challenge. Oof. I mean, it was already a mountain to climb. The mountains just got a lot higher. Yeah, it's rough. I mean, honestly, that's more of a red card than the goal was a disallowed goal, in my opinion. Sorry, guys, I keep going to mute. I don't know why my nose is playing up. Hopefully, this will make the 5-up much better. I mean, yeah, we've just got to keep as much as possible with the man down. Do what they were doing. This is a great chance for Contreras. Good save from Sale. One of just a few Costa Rica chances. New Zealand playing now down. And it looks like, is the ref giving a yellow? He's giving a yellow to, I'm not sure who he's giving it to, honestly. Giving it to Winston Reid. I'm not sure what for. Hey Rick, good to see you here. Yeah, man, it's been painful, honestly, because we've been the better team for the most part. But a disallowed goal and a red card. I'm assuming, what was the yellow for? Was it for talking back from Winston Reid? I don't know. I don't have the audio, which is a bit of a problem. Because I don't want to get a copyright infringement. I just said, yeah, that's supposed to be a red all day and twice on Sundays. Yeah, no, I mean, it hurts. Yeah, and Graham said leading with elbow. That didn't even get a yellow. Indeed, indeed. I must say, guys, I still believe. With one man down, I still believe. And here we go. Opportunity here. Ball on the edge of the box. A good cross. Oh. And Wood unable to connect. And yeah, indeed, Rick, my good friend from Australia. Many of you in the community will know him as well. Congrats to him, indeed, as Andreas says. Congrats to Socceroos. Just also saying, unfortunately, the premium players didn't show up as much as the fans did yesterday. Indeed. And Hunter, yeah, I would also take PKs. Sub Elijah Just comes on for Winston Reid. Makes sense with the card, I think. The last thing we can afford is another red card. So that change makes a lot of sense. I don't know what's up with my nose, but anyway, I will stop mentioning that. Here we go. Crispin. Terrible ball there, and it's been snuffed out. Counter attack for Costa Rica. Also, I've just noticed as well, I want to say thank you to my new subscribers tonight. 401 Error, thank you, who's been in chat quite a bit. Thank you for subscribing. And also Jack Morgan. Thank you to you. Oh, I just need to make sure the audio's... Yeah, thank you to you. Yeah, for subscribing. Really appreciate it. Under 20 minutes to go. This is going to be a tough 20 minutes. But New Zealand are on the front foot. They do not look like they've got a man down. They have really punched above their weight. I've been so impressed with the performance. And a man down, they're still positive. They're on the front foot. Here's Just in the middle. Looking lively. And again, it feels like New Zealand are on the front foot. I mean, I don't want to get carried away. We're still a man down. And as I say that, oh, it's looking very dangerous in the end. Shanked forward by Tuiloma. But there's definitely a goal here, guys. I'm telling you. For someone, I don't know, it could be for Costa Rica. You'd expect New Zealand to leave things even more open now as the game goes on. Oh, man. So close, yes, so far. Costa Rica inevitably slowing down things. I say that. Yeah, I know. Yeah, this is gonna be. It's going to be what's going to feel like a very quick 20 minutes if you're a Kiwi fan. Hunter Rogers says Costa Rica haven't looked too impressive, honestly. Take away the only news mistake. We're still 0-0. Yeah, that's the thing. I think, definitely on the basis of play, it should be a draw, if not more, for New Zealand. They've not been the better team, Costa Rica, but at the same time, they had that moment of quality. Well, as much of that as it was a New Zealand mistake, but that's sometimes how it goes in football. Come on, New Zealand. We can definitely score, though. I believe. Justice looks pretty good since coming on. Nice ball from Bell again. And there's a ball left. This is good for New Zealand. Opportunity. The cross goes in. Pretty badly dealt with. Sorry, not badly dealt with. Pretty badly crossed in there, I should say. Navas deals with it. I just mentions the red main jersey. Yeah, that's a funny one, isn't it? Oh dear. Costa Rica now with the ball in New Zealand's half. Still, yeah, they're still looking like they're not sitting back and they actually give the ball away. Not as safe as you expect them to play, honestly. And New Zealand, do they win the ball? They do. Now it's a little bit loose, but Wood has it. And he passes it on. Crossing from the Kiwis, and it's not. Oh, not much from Nancy, but then we see another one. And a great shot. Oh, great shot. And a great save. Wow. I wasn't expecting much from that position. And it's a really, really good shot. Navas sharing his quality in the save, but that is a really, really good shot from, was it Lewis? It was Lewis, number 15. Now, a chance here with the corner. Really, really good shot. Can anything come from the corner? Navas punches it out. This is good pressure. Not a good crossing though. I thought it was into the yeah. Oh man, I mean, I didn't think he was going to get anything from that distance and that angle. But he did really well. He seemed a man down, and honestly, it doesn't look like it. Come on, we just need a goal. We need a goal to reward their play, because they have been really good. Nice touch from Kerwin there. He manages to keep the ball to Aloma. And now Lewis. Great position. Costa Rica are pretty deep, but a nice run from Bell. Here comes the cross. Terrible cross. Bounces out to Bell, and it's gone out for a corner. It's gone out for a corner. Here we go. Here we go. We got a corner, and this is it. We've still got more than 10 minutes to go. I don't want to get. Yeah, it's not quite desperation mode, but this is where we need to see a nice opportunity. Oh, headed past. They really have been enterprising, but just lack the cutting edge. Exactly. I think basically that sums up the game. Enterprising is a good word. They've done a lot of good things this game. It hurts to see your team losing, but you also, I'm impressed with the way the game has gone outside of the early goal conceded. It has been a really good game to watch. Incredible shot. Honestly, couldn't have placed it much better. Oh, that would have been an incredible goal. Navas. Too good to be beaten there, though. Daniel Chacon or Chachon? Chacon? Couldn't read his name there. For once, when the guys in the opposing box, that's aspiration. Indeed, we may see that. We may even see that. 2 more subs for New Zealand. Here we go, boys. This is, 10 minutes to go. Marko Stamanic comes on. Man, come on, I believe. 10 minutes to go. We can still do this. Riggs' Kiwi commentary has been quite excited last minutes. Honestly, mate, we've been really, really good tonight. Yeah, the quality in the finishing department hasn't been there at times, but we've been by far the better team. Like if you look at the stats of the game as well, you'd think it'd be the other way around based on paper. For a team that's ranked 101st in the world, I'm been so impressed with New Zealand. We just haven't got the goal. We had the disallowed goal, but anyway, there's been very little. Costa Rica have offered very little. They've sat back quite a lot, and yes, they've actually they have looked pretty good going forward. But a good ball here from Bell. Lovely work, lovely footwork from Wayne, and a deep cross. Unfortunately, goes absolutely nowhere. But it's fair to say, Costa Rica panicking in defence. New Zealand have the throw in a good position. Nicely played back. Another throw. This is good. This is good for New Zealand. They're keeping possession well. Come on, boys. Come on. Deflection off the cross. Looks like we've got another corner. Yeah, I'd agree, Rick. I think a move to AFC would make a lot of sense, or some sort of move, because I think it would help the quality ultimately of the football. Oh, Navas does get in the end a pretty good punch. It looked like it could have been a lot more dangerous. This is a dangerous counter attack now from Costa Rica. You'd expect them to slowly get the ball down a little bit, and indeed they do. Yeah, combining the AFC and AFC I think would make some sense. Although you'd obviously have a very large region, but at the same time, I'm not sure what you're achieving by having Oceania as a uh, separate region. Although I mean, you could argue that the Gulf would be even bigger for the nations, the smaller AFC nations. But yeah, I honestly I don't know what the kind of topic of conversation is around that over in New Zealand or in the AFC. But you'd like to see New Zealand having a few more competitive fixtures. I mean, on the basis of tonight's play, they've more than matched Costa Rica. If anything, they've bettered them, which makes a defeat only more painful. We'll see what happens in these final 10 minutes. I do apologise as I've been constantly muting the stream, guys. My nose has decided to play up at the worst time, but we will continue for these last 10 minutes. If you do see me occasionally muting, that is why. Here we go, guys. Under 10 minutes to go. New Zealand have been brilliant tonight, despite the one on defeat. Here we go. Chance on the edge. And a big run here. Now, the ball in is pretty bad, although it's sloppy from Costa Rica. But also sloppy. I mean, it's looking a little bit oh dear. And I was going to say Tualoma. Oh, he does shrug off Contreras. I don't mind that at all. He's not happy. Contreras isn't happy, but play continues. Here we go. Here we go. Come on, lads. Good ball. Here's Wood in the box. Oh, yeah, it's a tricky one. The angle was tight. He's not going to beat Navas from there, though. And it's a really nicely timed run. You'd expect him to do better. I mean, in many ways, yeah. A ball across the box would have made more sense. Not that there was much space for Wayne in the box there, but really good ball, really good build-up play. New Zealand, again, despite being a man down, carving out chances, carving out really nice through balls. Here's Just, who's looked really good since he came on. Bell was honestly grown into the game. I've been critical of him, but he has grown into the game. More possession. This is really good for New Zealand. They're being patient. They just need a bit of quality. They just need a good delivery, a good head on the end of a cross or something like that. Here is the cross. It's a nice touch from Wood. Oh, he shanked it though. Miscontrolled. 4-1 so New Zealand smash the cities. Maybe Asia will be better, challenging games right the way through. I think honestly it would. I mean, and they've looked really good tonight, guys. Oh, it was a really nice touch. Oh, he should have played it back. Wood should. Honestly, he at times, I hate to say it, but he has looked a little bit on the selfish side. He is a good player, but he should have played it back there. Come on, we got time to score. Hope all is okay, John Carl. Honestly, well, there was the red card I think that you missed, which was unfortunate. It was a very bad challenge from a Kiwi player who came on in the second half. It's been maybe not quite as dominant from New Zealand as it was in the first half, but the second half, honestly, they've been again. Well, they've created more chances, quite simply. Navas has been pretty alert on the couple of times he's been called upon. Lovely challenge in defence. Lovely challenge to keep New Zealand in this. And we go again. This is good from New Zealand. They've got the ball. They've got the throw in a good area. Come on, boys. Here we go, guys. Here we go. I can't believe that we've been one man down. It's been incredible. The performance has been really, really good. Lovely play from Just. He's looking excellent. He's looking like the spark we needed, really. Ugh, the cross terribly, or the ball, I should say, terribly over hit. He's finally just stubbed his toe. Oh man, bless him. Guys, I want to say thank you as well. I've not said it a couple since I think the first half, but it's been really good to have your company tonight. I've enjoyed this immensely, even though we are losing, even though New Zealand are losing. Thank you for hanging out with me, and yeah, many new faces as well as some of the old guards. So good to have you with me. Can we get an equaliser? Can we get a goal? Honestly, New Zealand have been the better team today. Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on. Really good numbers in the box. It is dealt with though. But the follow-up, it's not there. And Contreras, to be honest, fluffs his lines there. New Zealand get the ball again. And it's really nice from Just. I've been very impressed with him. Unfortunately, the ball is run out though. Oh, I can't believe New Zealand haven't scored. Bit of classic time wasting from Costa Rica, but again, you'd expect that. Honestly, the ref's been pretty good. I disagree with the disallowed goal, but I am biased, of course. It's been a real shame to see all those chances and not a goal though. Despite the disallowed goal, I feel like I keep saying that, but yeah, it hurts. It hurts indeed. Costa Rica actually winning the ball and a free kick. Time is running out quite considerably. Brian Ruiz, not the quickest player. The veteran there, he knows what he's doing. Going later in a few days' time, FIFA. We apologise for the error made by the VAR. Okay, we'll try and do better in future. Yeah, no, I don't think they'll be saying that. I think, yeah, but it hurts. It does hurt. I mean, this, again, there's a classic thing in sport. He's definitely not going to be a footballer, John Gunn. Oh, bless him. Yeah, it's a classic thing. It's people. It's that kind of football manager meme, isn't it? Where one team has more chances, more possession. I think the officiating team are from UAE, Rick. I think, if I remember correctly. Now, New Zealand just need to get the ball here. They do get the ball, and here we go. The game, it's looking open, and Costa Rica, despite having a man more. Oh, the ball's gone out. Terrible, terrible misjudgment there. From, is it Payne? Oh, dear me, there's a chance. I mean, we had possession. And when you're in the dying minutes of a game, and now we're going to lose probably quite a long time just due to the slowness of this throw. I appreciate the ref trying to hurry them on, but it's not going to do much. Now it's time to have. I mean, it's coming up to 90 minutes now for we can look forward to the World Cup, says John Girl. Oh dear. I mean, on this basis, I don't think Costa Rica are going to bring anything to the table. But anyway, let's see what we can do. Come on, we can score. We can score. Wood doesn't do much there. 4 minutes. I mean, that's enough time. That is enough time. Let's just keep the ball and let's see what we can do. We've carved out chances all game. We just need one more and we need one goal. I'll be very happy if we score. We can do this. We can do this. There must have been, 12 shots in this game? Something like that from New Zealand? Here we go. Here we go. Wood was offside. And I mean, Costa Rica happy to just clear it. That's good. That is actually quite good for New Zealand. We will get the ball back. That's kind of been the thing, really. Costa Rica haven't been that comfortable in possession, I would say. Interesting ball. And it's a good touch. It's a bit heavy, but it is one back. Here we go, Bell. I'm not sure about that cross. Melville says, isn't this the 5th time New Zealand loses at the edge of the World Cup? New Zealand did make 2010. They did indeed. Yeah, that was the last time we were in the World Cup. And only the 2nd time, I believe, in the country's history. Oh, dear. A bit sloppy there. New Zealand have the ball again, and it's one of these where, despite, oh dear, I'm not sure what, Costa Rica falling down at various points. Contrast with the yellow card. Honestly, guys, the response not only from the first goal but from the red card has been so good. It's not enough. You don't get points for a valiant performance. You need to score. A substitution now for Costa Rica, which of course will run the clock down even more. Oh, what a terrible goal to concede right at the start of the game. Terrible. Couple of minutes left. Here we go. Okay, a corner. That is good. We'll take a corner from a deep free kick, which is headed on and into a Costa Rica player who heads out. Let's see what we can do. Keeper is up. The keeper is up. Here we go. With just over a minute to go. This is why not? Why couldn't the keeper score? Chris Wood tactically standing behind the keeper there. Let's do this, guys. Let's do this. Oh dear. Navas punches. It's a little bit messy. Sale in goal is running back. Nice deep cross. But Navas again, quick to punch. He's been honestly, he's been pretty good tonight. He's been pretty alert. We need to make sure we keep the ball here. We've still got a minute, or just under a minute. Here we go. Who's with him? Who's with him? Oh, in the end, he draws a free kick. Thank you, Melville, saying I feel for you. These last minutes are so hard. They hurt, especially with the way the game's gone. But here we go. Come on, we've got one more chance. One more chance. Keeper ready to take the free kick. And hopefully plant it on to someone's head. It's not the best. With just seconds to go. Ball's on the edge of the box, but it is dealt with. We don't really have much time here. No, it's going to be the end. That is the end of the game. So, guys, that was honestly pretty hard to watch. Interestingly, okay. Turns out the game is the game over. Very odd situation. Looks like anyway. Hard to watch. Obviously, yep. Credit to Costa Rica. Congrats to them. It sucks though. It sucks as a New Zealand fan to see such a good performance from the All Whites. They played far better than Costa Rica, and I think even though I'm biased, it was a good performance from New Zealand, but they didn't get the equaliser. They had a disallowed goal in somewhat controversial circumstances, but despite going a man down, they played really well. It was a really a valiant performance, but you don't get points for that, or you don't qualify for the World Cup on that basis alone, unfortunately. So good individual performances from New Zealand. I like the look of a couple of players, but yeah, you can see the frustration. Mel says they're all New Zealand people so nice. Oh dear. I think New Zealand people are pretty nice. Guys, I will probably say goodbye now, but I do want to say thank you so much. I think tonight has been, well, it's been so much more enjoyable watching it with you compared to just watching it by myself. So thank you for your company, especially for those who are new. It's been great to meet and chat to some new people. Please subscribe if you are new to Phil's Corner. Usually we talk about shirts like this one I'm wearing today, this wonderful New Zealand away shirt, but that's what we're usually about here at Phil's Corner. We also do some other stuff like watchalongs and the like. But thank you for all your company. Granulated, it's been really good to chat. And indeed, Haunted Voyager as well. Yeah, guys, just have a good one. 401, as I say, guys, it's been really good. I really enjoy this. Sport, it hurts, doesn't it? The highs and the lows. This is certainly a low if you're a Kiwi fan, but at the same time, this is what it is. Nonetheless, it's been a blast this evening. Thank you for hanging out. Subscribe if you're new. Make sure you leave a like as well if you enjoyed the video. And let me know in the comments. I'd love to know what you think about this format, what you think about these watch-alongs. I'm thinking we might do some stuff for the World Cup. Maybe some stuff around kits and doing some streams. But whatever, we'll do something like that. I'll say goodbye. I'll leave us on the outro screen. And just thank you. Appreciate that, mate. And indeed everyone else for watching. See you soon, guys. Have a good evening. Take care.